All right, with another month done and gone, October is out. So that means it is time for me to rank all of the movies, which, if I'm honest, aren't many, that I saw in the month of October. So let's dive on into it right now. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Tyson, and we are here to talk about movies. That's right, we do movie reviews, movie trailer reactions. We cover major movie news on our Min One podcast. We do movie rankings, and of course, we do Oscar Mondays. So, if that sounds interesting to you guys, please check us on out and subscribe. We are on the way to 1,000 subscribers, and I would love to have your guys' support as we go about that journey. All right, with that done and out of the way, let's get on into the month of October. What did I think about it? Well, if I'm honest, I only saw 3 films this month that came out because I didn't want to go out and see Exorcist Believer because I heard it wasn't good. And I think I dodged a bullet there. So that's what I did. But I did see 3, so we're going to talk about them. And at number 3, we're just going to get right on into it. Number 3 is a film I saw just a bit ago, and that is Five Nights at Freddy's. This film is not that good. However, I actually thought it started off pretty strong. I liked the character of that Josh Hutcherson plays. At first I did, and then all of a sudden, it just after about the first 20 minutes, I would say, kind of just fell through. The cool parts here, there are some cool horror moments. I guess some of the jump scares do get me. The animatronics I thought actually looked pretty cool and realistic. I liked how they looked and moved and everything like that. But the rest of it was, yeah, pretty bad. The story, it's going to be a little bit of spoilers, but the story where, like, Josh Hutcherson's character wanted to go after his brother who was taken, but then kept on dreaming and wanted and could change the dream, but then the Five Nights at Freddy's people, like, knew about it, and, his sister is very young, and he's protecting her, and his sister was seeing the same people in the dream that he was, something like that. I don't know. It was just very confusing, and that's where I just was completely lost. The logic in here made no sense. The stakes were, not really anything. It wasn't really that horror movie feel that I got, and it's just a disappointment. I don't really know much about Five Nights at Freddy's either. I just thought I would watch it. It was on Peacock at the same day as theaters, which is never a good sign. So obviously the studio never had faith in this movie. So yeah, just ultimately a bust. So that's why it comes in at number 3. I gave it like a 1.5 out of 5 stars. I think like a 3 or 2 out of 10. Yeah, just not worth your time. All right, number 2, I got Killers of the Flower Moon, Martin Scorsese's newest film. If you guys have seen my review, it's up on the channel now. I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie. Going in, I was excited for it. Not as excited as most, but I was still looking forward to it. It's 3.5 hours. Yeah, it's too long, way too long. You could cut back a good amount. I think I think I'm in the minority on how I feel about this film, but I just felt it was bland. I thought the story was drawn out, and the story was not from the right perspective. I wanted this story to be from the Osage people's perspective. I wanted it to be from Lily Gladstone's perspective as Molly. That did not happen. I still felt like this was Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro's movie when it should have been, Lily Gladstone's movie as Molly. And I feel a lot of people are saying, like, Lily Gladstone, she's the heart of the film. I'm sorry, I didn't feel that way. I wanted to, I really did. But walking out of this movie, I felt like they failed on that part. I did not feel like she was the heart of this movie. I felt this movie was once again a Leonardo DiCaprio centered movie. And it just shouldn't have been that way. So I think that was a failed execution on Scorsese's part with this film. Like I said, it's too long. However, the technical side of this movie is great. I love the cinematography. It's beautiful. Costume design is beautiful. And of course, my favorite performance, yeah, Lily Gladstone is beautiful in here. And so, if I'm honest, I mean, Robert De Niro I thought was great. He really was. I don't think Leonardo DiCaprio, I don't think it's his best performance. I don't think, he was good, but he wasn't anything great in this film. So, it's my quick thoughts on Killers. The ending too, I think is going to be mixed if people like it or not. I this movie. I felt that Scorsese cared about the subject matter. He really did, but ultimately it just wasn't executed that well, and it should have been from the viewpoint of the Osage people, and it was not. Jesse Plemons though in here is also fantastic. All right, moving on into number one is a movie that I did not talk about on the channel because I wanted to make a video, but I ended up not being able to because of timing and schedules and everything like that. But do I really consider this a movie? No, I do not. I consider it an experience. But I'm going to mark it down here anyway because I had a better time watching this one than I did the other two. And that is Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour. I am a Swiftie. I love Taylor Swift. She is one of my favorite music artists of all time. I think she is a brilliant mastermind. If you know the songs, you get that reference. But yeah, this film, really how it was filmed, it was great. I loved the camera work and everything like that. The set pieces were amazing. Obviously, I was there. I went to it in Pittsburgh night 2, and I had a great time. My wife and I loved it. I mean, it was brilliant. And this movie, going into it as an experience, our theater wasn't wild, but we had people singing along, and that's what movies do. Movies are experiential events, as one of my favorite YouTubers, John Campea, says, and I agree with. And you going into this, just wanting to be with a huge group of people, having a good time for almost 3 hours, it was great. And if you don't like Taylor Swift, that's fine. This movie's obviously not for you. So I don't get why people are hating. There's so much hate online nowadays, and especially around Taylor Swift. It's so annoying. It really is. And it's like, I don't care what you think of Taylor Swift, but you gotta respect her for what she did here. I mean, this film was a amazing achievement in box office. I mean, it destroyed box office records. It got 92, 93 million its opening weekend. Already, with its opening weekend, it already broke the record for the biggest concert film ever. No surprise there. It's going to keep on doing better and better, and I'm sure it's making a great amount of money for AMC, who frankly needed the money. And I think it was great that Taylor went right to AMC and made this deal. I think it's groundbreaking, if I'm honest, and it saved the theater industry once again. So Taylor Swift is doing great things for the economy for sure. And again, if you don't like her, that's fine. But you got to give her the respect she deserves here with all the work she's been doing. And she's just, an amazing human being and everything like that too. So yeah, the Eras Tour, great experience. Number one for sure. Is it going to be on my movie list at the end of the year? No, because it's not a movie. But it's an experience. I felt like adding it in here. I liked it better than watching the other two films I named. Call me crazy. I'm sure some of you will. I'm sure some of you will disagree with me in the comments or in your head. But hey, gotta respect Taylor Swift. Love her for sure. All right. Well, with that done, guys, that's it for this video. Like I said, I didn't really see a lot of movies in October. That's just the way it is. But November, looking forward to this, and obviously looking forward to December. Have a lot of Oscar movies that I'm going to finally be able to see in these next couple of months, which is great. So I can end the year on a strong note. So let me know all the films you saw in October down below in the comments. And of course, let me know your guys' ranking. Like I said, guys, we are on the way to 1,000 subscribers, and I would love to have your guys' support here on the channel. If you like entertainment content, Oscar content, we do all of that here and more. All right. Well, until the next one, everybody, hope you guys are doing well. My name's Tyson. I'll catch you then.